Hey folks, Chico, he provides. Hope you're doing well. We're doing better than we deserve. I want to first give a shout out to Dawn at Sensible Living with Money Mom. I'll link her channel below. If you are not already watching her videos, maybe you owe it to yourself to go check her out. She has some no-nonsense videos. Most of her videos are under 5 minutes. I know mine get a little long sometimes. She has a great sense of humor, and she's awesome. I mean, she's awesome on multiple levels. She supports a lot of channels here on YouTube, but she's got good ideas, and she makes good common sense. And common sense isn't common anymore, but she's got it. So, Dawn at Sensible Living with Money Mom. It's C-E-N-T-S-I-B-L-E, Sensible Living with Money Mom. She's even got a video that'll tell you how she got her name, Money Mom. So anyway, the reason I'm giving her a shout out first is because she deserves it. But two, she recently done a video called "What Does Personal Finance Mean to You?" And I commented about what it means to me, and she said, "You should do a video on this yourself." I thought that was a darn good idea. So here we are. What does personal finance mean to me? Personal finance means just that it is personal and it's about finances. Now, we've always made money. Sometimes we've made more, sometimes we've made less, but we've always made it. We've always had money coming in and money going out. But we were never really personal about it. We were never really down in the nitty-gritty of it. We never had a budget. Now, we've always been frugal. If I see a great buy on a food item that's able to last a long time, I'll buy a bunch of it or all of it. So we've always been frugal. We buy most of our clothes secondhand. We try to make use of free entertainment as much as possible. So we've always been frugal. We started doing homesteading out of our frugality. It was cheaper to grow our own food than it was to drive 20 miles or 2 miles to get it, to buy it. It just made sense. So we've always been frugal, but we never really got personal about our finances. I read Dave Ramsey, Total Money Makeover years ago. I read Financial Peace by Dave Ramsey years ago. And the principles made sense to me, but I never really applied them in the correct way. In fact, I never applied all of the principles. So, some things have changed in our life. You know, you're seeing less. I think we've only done a couple of garden videos this year, and last year we done like 3 a week. Our chickens are currently gone, so you know our lives have changed. Well, part of that's because some of our employment has changed, and it forced me to take a look at our finances. It forced me to get personal with them. So personal finance to me means that you get down and dirty with it, that you get intimate with your finances, and that we used to pay our bills once a week. Every Friday we'd pay whatever bills we got. I did always balance the checkbook, but I never really done a budget. If there was money in the bank, we wrote the check. If there wasn't money in the bank, we tried to figure out another way to get enough money to cover whatever needed to be paid. And I don't think we've been behind on any bill in years. We were a week late on our house payment once because the mortgage company moved, and it just threw me off my game. We were a week late. But we've never been late on our bills, but we never really knew where things were going. So in this pursuit to get debt free and to get our budget right, we downloaded the Every Dollar app. I highly recommend it. There's a free version, there's a paid version. And if you've been following us, you know we're going with the free version. So we downloaded it and we started taking a look at it, and that's when we got real personal with it. We realized that we don't have dental insurance, we don't have optical insurance, we still don't have life insurance. We'll have it within the next month. There were big holes, but we would save our money, and when we needed new tires, we'd just take it out, put the tires on, and then we'd struggle to put it back. Basically, we paid for stuff that wasn't emergencies out of our emergency fund. We knew we had to have a nice, healthy cushion just in case. But we were never disciplined enough to start sinking funds or to start saving for those things like a new set of tires or new license plates, or we pay all of our insurance annually. We never thought about, hey, why don't we put X amount of dollars in an envelope per month, and then when it comes due annually, and we pay it annually because it saves us money. The longer out you pay it for, the less it costs you per month. So, but we never really actually did the envelopes. We did envelopes for vacation and savings, but we build up our savings, and then it'd come time to pay our annual auto insurance, and we take it out of savings to pay it. So we had this vicious cycle. We would get a little ahead, a little behind, a little ahead, a little behind, and we just couldn't break out of that cycle. So 2-3 months ago, we started getting more personal about our finances. We started an auto replacement fund. And then the more we looked at the app and started seeing the holes, we started getting more personal about it. Different things that we've got coming up, we now do sinking funds. We now know on average what our utility bills are going to be every month. So to me, personal finance is more about getting down and getting dirty with your numbers. Getting dirty with the numbers, whatever it is, medical bills, property taxes, clothing expenses. While we're going through the growing pains part right now, while there are points that it is a bit stressful, a bit painful, maybe a little anxiety issues going on, we see the light at the end of the tunnel. We see now that we're going to have tires, we're going to have money for that new set of tires. We're going to have money when that auto insurance comes due again next year. We're going to have money when that property tax is due in the spring. We'll have the money to cover it. And dental issues, we're starting to put money back. Burial expenses, I'm not a young dude anymore. We've never thought about that. We're starting to save a little money for it. And a little is better than none. So we're going through the growing pains. We've gotten real personal about our finances. And that's basically what it means to me. Just getting down in the nitty gritty and rolling with it and knowing how much you need to bring in, because you now know how much you got going out. So please tell me what it means to you. How do you deal with it? Or are you like we used to be, and you just don't want to play when the bills come in? You'll pay them if the money's there, and if the money's not there, you'll either juggle it or you'll try to find a way to come up with extra money. Or are you a stickler? Have you been on a budget for a long time and you know exactly where every dollar goes? Let me know if you've got any advice for it. We greatly appreciate it. And go check out Dawn at Sensible Living with Money Mom, because she makes good sense and she's a hoot. Godspeed, guys.